there are ways to speed up your job search. So we're answering your questions this morning. We have career coach Donald Strankowski from Ascend Career Life Strategies here with more. It seems like the impossible task. If you're unemployed, of course you would like to cut your job search down. How much of it is in our control?
A lot of it is in our control, Ken. There are a number of things that job seekers can do to definitely chop some significant time off of their job search. And number one is to create their own personal brand, which is really about defining what particular target occupation will you be striving for. And number two, what are your key competitive advantages? Just like any other consumer product on the market, see yourself as a specialist rather than casting a wide net. You'll actually get better results by focusing on a couple of target positions and making a strong case for them.
Okay, and then you also say to join networking professional groups. And so we were talking about Facebook. A lot of people are on Facebook and along Twitter, but that's not the same thing.
No, it's not. And people really do need to get out and join actual networking groups. There are a number of solid resources. Number one, Ken, being meetup.com. That's an outstanding resource job seekers can join to find personal networking groups. I mean, even if your interests are snowshoeing, yoga, and hiking, personal contacts are just as important as professional contacts. But don't forget about trade associations, trade shows. There are a litany of resources on the internet to uncover these networking groups. Even with the advent of job boards and job search engines, more people are hired through networking than any other technique. My challenge for any job seeker, join 3 networking groups.
And you had mentioned LinkedIn is one of them. Or no, LinkedIn is not a networking group, but it's a networking online.
LinkedIn is networking online. A lot of job seekers, especially those over 40, can be a bit intimidated by social media. There are 2 sites that will really chop some significant time off of a job seeker's quest. Number one is LinkedIn. Any job seeker needs to set up a LinkedIn account, and you can set up a base LinkedIn account for free. It's kind of like your own personal website, advertising your brand. And Ken, I'm hearing more and more, at least over the last 12 to 18 months, many job seekers are being, quote, found on LinkedIn by recruiters and hiring managers. Twitter is also an outstanding resource for following target companies, certain industry and occupational experts, and also offering tips, advice, and recommendations. Build your e-brand, because there's a really good chance you're going to be Googled when you're going through that interview phase.
You know, and it was step number 4 was to take a workshop to up your skills, but we're quickly running out of time. Let's get straight to the interview process. You say to preempt any job interview by rehearsing your questions. This seems like a great idea, but there's ways to go about it where it's more functional and it works better for you in a face-to-face.
Job seekers need to see themselves as almost a professional speaker before they go into that job interview. Rehearse your answers out loud. And I don't care if you do it by yourself in front of the mirror to your pet cat or dog, but there's something about stating your answers out loud verbally that will make you perform much better when the pressure is on and when you're face-to-face with that hiring manager.
Right.
That can make all the difference.
Oh, these are great tips. Keep in mind, too, that you can find more information on our website because Donald had some great tips. Check out the link to Ascend Career Strategies and Life Strategies off the website at kdvr.com because you bring great advice.